In this video, the final video of the Fundamentals series, I want to talk about body parts of Axies and the cards that are associated with the body parts. Please enjoy. And here we are again. Today, I want to finish the Fundamentals series by talking about body parts and abilities, or more commonly thought of as the body parts and the associated cards. As a quick review, I've said before that each Axie has 6 body parts, and that is eye, ear, mouth, horn, back, and tail. 6 body parts, but 2 of the body parts, as of right now, do not have associated abilities or associated cards. So the 4 that we most closely keep track of are the mouth, the horn, the back, and the tail. Those are the 4 that we use when we play Adventure or Arena. Each body part has a name. So for example, clear here, this eye part is called clear. And you can see by the color that this is an aqua body part. And then each of the big 4 has an associated ability. This is where it gets a little bit strange. So let's look at this guy, the Manako-kun here. He's got the mouth here is right here called Risky Fish, all right? And the ability is called, or the card is called Fish Hook. Now, this is really confusing for me and for a lot of people, because people like me who focus on breeding tend to use these names for the body parts, the goldfish, Risky Fish, Shoal Star, Nemo, and any others. People who primarily play the game tend to use the card names: Swift Escape, Fish Hook, Star Shuriken, and Tail Slap. I think this is because when you play the game, the card name is all you can see: Vegetable Bite, Swift Escape, Headshot, Tail Slap, and so on and so forth. So people who play the game tend to use these names, whereas because I work mostly in the marketplace, I tend to use this name, Goldfish, whereas I think players will often use Swift Escape. I use Nemo. A lot of players will say Tail Slap. They're the same thing, but they're just a little bit confusing to talk about sometimes. As we've said in the past, this game is in an alpha. It's going to expand, and I expect this is an area where it will expand. So for example, right now, if you have a goldfish body part, the only ability you have is a Swift Escape. So why are there 2 names? Well, my guess is that there will be a Swift Escape level 2, or there will be another goldfish card, which you can choose to use in the future if you have the goldfish body part. So right now there's only 1 card, so there's no choice. But the fact that there's 2 names for just essentially one phenomena, makes me think that this is going to change in the future. Hopefully it will be an update, like you can spend some SLP and get a better, get a better card or something. I'm not sure. But this seems to be the reason for this kind of weird names. But all the same, please understand that if I say goldfish, I'm talking about Swift Escape. It's the same thing. Anyway, so each Axie has 4 body parts that are relevant to the game, and each body part corresponds to a single card, all right, ability. These are called on the marketplace. If you go to this website here, which is called Axie World, you can see the details of all the cards right here. So here's all the cards that are in the game right now, and you can organize them. For example, we can look at these are all the aquatic cards, and these are all of the aquatic tail cards. All right, so there are only 6 of them: Koi, Nemo, Tadpole, Danshu, and Nawaga, and Shrimp. And each one is a little bit different. If you want to investigate some of your cards, this is a great place to do it. You can also search by the cost if you want to look for 0 cost cards. This is all of them right here. And you can also look by attack types. Now, in the next page that we look at, the attack type will not be listed, so I want to mention it here. There are two basic attack types, melee and ranged. Melee means close by, ranged means from far away. There are three ranged attacks with the Aqua Horn, which is Anemone, Oranda, and the Shoal Star, and there are 3 melee attacks, Clamshell, Teal Shell, and Babylonia. So this is important because some cards, for example, so this card right here, sometimes you will meet these gravel ants, and it says disable targets melee cards next round. So if you don't have Star Shoot Again or Oranda or something like that, you won't be able to use any of your cards. These are really tough cards to play against and very expensive. There are times where the melee cards are affected or the ranged cards are affected. So that's the attack type. I'm going to take a close-up look at one of these cards and look at some of the details. So this is a very popular beast card. You can tell by the color. Each card has different colors. There are usually at least 3 numbers on here. The top one will be how much energy it uses. This one will be what is the attack damage. You can see in the background a little sword, which means attack. And this one will be how much shield it generates. And then down here in the bottom will be some special attacks. So this one has a guaranteed critical strike when comboed with at least 2 other cards. This is this is a real troublesome one. Kills my tank all the time. Really dislike that. I think that's about all I want to say about the cards. You can investigate them here yourself if you like. I guess the only other thing I could say that is interesting at all is the visual representation of the card. As you play it more and more, you look at this mouth with a hook in it, and you see right away, that's Risky Fish. That's this one right here, the fish hook. If you see this tail, you know right away this is Nemo. It's a 0-cost card, which will generate some energy. It's nice to try to recognize what the cards are going to be based on the visual representation on the Axie in game. So that's a nice skill to have. That's all I want to say about this. There are body parts, there are abilities. Abilities have 2 names, and one for the body part and one for the card. Okay, that's all I want to say about this short video. That's going to finish the fundamentals series unless I think of something else in the future I want to add to it. The next series will be about increasing your arena skills, which I think is probably the most important series that I will do. But anyway, thank you for watching the video, and please remember to keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting.